जन्माद्यसेतो अन्वयादिदरसच्चा अभिज्ञास्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदि हवये मुह्यन्ति यः सूरयः तेजो वारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकोऽहं सत्यं परं धीमहि निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखादमृतं ध्रुवसंयुक्तं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं दैवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणामो दुःखशमनं तं नमामि हरिं परम् हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So in the last class we covered a part of a section of King Prithu's life. In that we saw how King Prithu recovered, restored the necessities for the mankind from Mother Earth. The people are very satisfied and very happy under the leadership of King Prithu. This section that we are seeing are very important sessions that we can derive a lot of instructions for our life. In today's chapters that we'll really appreciate Bhagavatam, how nicely it has been given to us in a story format, but loaded with such a valuable information that we can practice and take in our life. King Prithu was performing Ashwamedha Yajna. Ashwamedha Yajna means the horse sacrifice. So he wanted to complete 100 sacrifices, and he was doing it very successfully, and he has completed 99 horse sacrifices. It's the last one that he's going to do now. And the message is spread all over the world, different planets, and people started coming to this sacrifice ceremony from various places, the sages, the gods, the Gandharvas, and many people, living people. They all came, including the great devotees like Kapila, Narada, and so forth. And they all presented various gifts to King Prithu. The oceans and seas were filled with valuable jewels and pearls, and the hills were filled with all herbs necessary for the people. Everyone were joyful and very happy that King Prithu was going to complete his Ashwamedha Yajna, the very last one, the 100th sacrifice. Except one person. There was one person who was completely dissatisfied, uncomfortable, not at all happy. I'm sure you all must have guessed who that is. You want to say who that is?
Indra.
Yes. A very famous personality, Indra. That was Indra who couldn't tolerate this at all, because once Prithu Maharaj completes 100 sacrifices of Ashwamedha Yajna, then as per the scriptures, Shastra, he should be the Indra. He should take over the heavenly planet and he should rule. So now Indra is very much frightened, afraid of the situation. So what he did was an interesting, unbelievable act. That is, he came disguised without no one noticing, he took the horse, the sacrificial horse, he took it and started going away. This is something we need to be watchful of in our dealings with people or of any relationship that we might have. This might come out without our notice. When one sees someone being praised, or when people see someone is progressing well in their life, even materially or spiritually, it might create an envious nature to some people. Or it could be one of us. We might be feeling not comfortable seeing someone else is progressing well in their life. And that might force one to do some sinful activities, like start finding faults in that person, criticizing that person, or bringing shame to that person, bringing them down in front of others, especially those who are praising him, right? Or not being or we go to the extreme of not being cooperative with that person who is being praised or progressing in their life nicely than us. So none of this is going to help. That's all just the envious nature of this person. It's going to create more bad karma if we behave in that way. And it's not even going to impact the other person, it's going to impact us if we behave in such character, such behaviors. And that person who is having such envious nature, he is the one or she is the one who is going to suffer severely, even while living in this world. Or after he leaves the body, he is not going to get the right destination. Because living in this world, he's going to constantly think about that person, and he's going to miss out his life, being happy in his life. So here we see Indra was now on King Prithu's case. Indra, the way he did was, he dressed up like a sannyasi, saintly person, and he took the horse away. And this was noticed, no one noticed this except a sage called Atri Rishi. And he went and informed King Prithu. He informed the son of King Prithu. So when the son of King Prithu was informed by Atri, then as Prithu's son went behind chasing with great anger, told Indra to stop, wait. But then Indra did not even care for it. He was just keep on walking with the horse. But when Prithu's son got closer to Indra to really stop him, then he noticed that it is someone who was wearing a sannyasi dress, a saintly person's dress, saffron dress. So he did not release the arrow to kill Indra. As a respect, one should not harm a saintly person, sannyasi. Therefore, he returned back without doing anything. But sage Atri told him the truth, that this is not any sannyasi, it is Indra who is trying to stop your father's sacrifice for a selfish reason. And then therefore, you should stop him and get the horse back. And now, Prithu's son, understanding the situation, rushed back. And then this time, Indra understood that he is going to be killed or punished. So immediately, Indra left the horse. Thank you. He immediately left the horse and then ran away from the scene. And King Prithu's son, he just brought the horse back to the sacrifice. And the sacrifice was going to continue. But Indra made a second attempt. to destroy the sacrifice. Again, he dressed up like another sannyasi, different style now, and then brought a heavy, dense darkness, like a dark, created some sort of a darkness in the arena where the sacrifice was happening. And then he took away the horse. And Atri again saw this one. He noticed. And again he reported to Prithu's son. But when King Prithu's son was chasing Indra again he saw it's another sannyasi. He thought it's another sannyasi, so he did not leave him. He left him without killing him. Our friend Atri, he again gave him the clear instruction. Again, don't be fooled. This is none other than the same Indra who's coming as a different sannyasi in a different dress. Therefore, you need to punish him. You need to get the horse back immediately. And as soon as this instruction was given, now he went chasing again behind Indra. So in our life also, we need someone like Atri Rishi, who can give us direction in the right way. Otherwise, we might be thinking of seeing certain things that is good, but in reality, that may not be good. And also the second point is that if you're in a leadership position, you need to have someone like this person who can give we can share information of what's happening in the world. So the leaders can take proper action. So the horse was brought back to the arena. Now Indra did not leave. He was very determined. He made several attempts, but all the attempts that he was making was all in a different styles and different form, different outfit of sannyasis. Sometimes he came naked, without dress, like a sannyasi. Sometimes he came with a saffron dress. Sometimes he came with a red garment. Sometimes with so many different ways he came. So since that time, certain men who were fond of knowledge have adapted the dress of false sannyasi. This was Indra was the acharya, a founder of false sannyasi, the bogus gurus, sannyasis. So it was king who introduced this program. King Indra was who introduced this program. So the people who are bewildered and attracted to such bogus sannyasis as their guru, they spoil their lives. Some people get attracted to some false guru because the guru has many followers in Facebook, likings. Some get attracted because the guru has some mystic power. They can produce something out of nowhere. They get attracted to such gurus. Or people can close their eyes and tell what's in front of them. Right? These are the different types of things that people usually get attracted and think they are very saintly people, and because they can perform some mystical things. Right? Some gurus can do some powerful yajna to bring some good things in life, to make someone as a politician or materially well-to-do. So there are varieties of gurus available. It's all available based on one may get caught with such guru, get in contact with such gurus based on one's own desire. But all these gurus are meant to create more problems for the people in long run. And they are not at all beneficial to mankind. Because guru are one who needs to remove the darkness, meaning the ignorance of the people, and bring them in mode of goodness, uplift them from where they are, uplift them into mode of goodness towards bhakti, towards God, to finally return back to the spiritual world. But what these bogus gurus are doing is to deep root the people's existence in the material world. So this is all started by Indra. So this time, when Indra came, King Prithu personally took charge. He noticed what was happening, and he was going to get into action in Indra's case to kill Indra, because Indra was not stopping his attempt to spoil the sacrifice. Now, king was about to kill Indra, as many people were saying that catch hold of the Indra and kill him right away. When king caught hold of Indra and he was going to kill Indra, that time some people started requested him not to kill, because if he kills Indra, then King Prithu will become disqualified to continue his yajna. So he won't be able to continue his yajna. So if someone, the reason that the priests were saying the King Prithu not to kill Indra is because if someone has taken up some diksha to do some yajna, to do some follow some vow, take some vow to follow certain things, if they involve in violence, then it will disqualify that person to continue and complete their yajna, their whatever they wanted to do in their life spiritually. We can also see the same thing parallels in Ramayana also. As sage Vishwamitra, anyone knows what I'm going to tell about? Can speak up.
Yeah, when Vishwamitra tries to kill Subahu and other demon, he cannot kill, because if he kills, his yajna will be spoiled, something like that.
Thank you so much, Gopal. So it was Vishwamitra who came to King Dasaratha and then told he wants his son Rama so that he can perform the yajna, so Rama can take care of the Rakshasas. And Dasaratha refused to give Rama. And in fact, he said, I will come personally. At that point of time, Vishwamitra said, I don't need anyone's help. I myself can personally deal with Rakshasas and kill them all. But I've taken a vow. I have to perform my yajna. Until I complete my yajna, I should not get into violence. I should not do any of such things. If I do, the whole thing will get spoiled. Therefore, that same thing applies in our life also. Likewise, for those who have taken up spirituality very seriously in their life, especially those who have taken officially to a process of initiation or a diksha, they should remind themselves the purpose of their initiation and avoid getting into fights with others. Right? They should know that these things are happening because of raga and dvesha, the attractions and aversions which they've been carrying through their previous vasanas and which is being influenced by their karma. Therefore, I should be careful not to create new karma. And this is exactly what Krishna says in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita also. Indres indriyasyate raga dvesha vyavastito tayorna vasam agacchete tauhi asya paripantino. So one should be very careful about this raga and dvesha. They have an interesting alternate solution though. Now, there's a priest, they told King Prithu not to kill him. And so let him go. But they have a solution. They gave a solution. What the solution they gave? Let us chant Vedic mantras while we are doing this yajna. And Indra will come to collect his portion of it. When he comes, we'll push him into the fire. What an interesting solution that some of them gave him. Right? So, here's another problem. There will be people around us, in the name of helping us, they might put us into more problems. Few reasons why they try to do is because they don't know, they don't have experience in their life to give good directions and good advices. That's one reason. Or the second reason could be they have their own agenda. Agenda could be maybe they also have enmity towards that person. Or maybe they are not our well-wishers. Rather as being a good friend and giving us a good direction, they pull us down. Like, in Mahabharata also, we see Shakuni. Shakuni, we all think that Shakuni was trying to help the Kauravas. Who knows what the reality is about Shakuni? Please unmute. Whoever knows and speak. Okay.
He was planning to destroy the dynasty, and then he was indirectly helping Pandavas actually.
Srinivas, thank you. So here, Shakuni actually had a wrong intention. It appears to Duryodhana that Shakuni is his mama, right? Uncle, well-wisher. But in reality, Shakuni was actually helping Pandavas. In one way, he is actually being in the group of Kauravas. He wants to destroy the Kauravas. We don't want to get into Mahabharata now. But likewise, there could be people who maybe, we might be thinking they are very good advisors and good friends, but in reality, they have their agenda against us. Or they don't have a proper experience in their life to give good advices. So it's very important that we take this message and hear advices and direction from the right people. After given the advices, the priest and King Prithu thought, wow, this is a wonderful idea. Maybe that's what we need to do. Let's chant the mantras where Indra will come. When Indra comes, then we'll push Indra into the fire sacrifice. So when they were just ready to do this one, and they chanted the mantras, and Indra asked for the rule, Indra has to come to take his portion. Yeah, please mute your phone. Thank you. So Indra was coming to take his portion, so that they were all ready to push Indra into the fire. At that point, Brahmaji appeared. Yes, someone has not muted your phone. Could you please mute your phone? Could you please mute your phone? Anyone, please? Okay. So now when they were ready to push Indra into the fire, Lord Brahma appeared on the scene. And he just did not approve the act at all. He did not address. Na vajjo bhavatam indro yet yagnyo bhagavat tanuhu yam jigham sato yagnena yasyasta tanavaha suraha. So Brahma started speaking, addressing the audience over there, that you cannot kill Indra, the king of heaven. It is not your responsibility or your duty to do so. You should know that Indra is as good as God himself, Brahman, the Supreme Lord himself. Indeed, he is one of the most powerful assistants of the Supreme Lord. So you are trying to satisfy all the devatas by performing this yajna, but you should know that all these devatas are part and parcel of Indra, the king of heaven. Then how can you kill him in this great sacrifice? So this is not going to be a good solution or approach that you're trying to do. This is going to create more problems. So in order to make trouble and impede the performance of King Prithu's sacrifice, King Indra has adopted some means that in the future will destroy the clear path of religious life. So therefore, I understand those things, but still killing is not a solution. Now Brahma gave solution. This is a very, very, very beautiful session in Bhagavatam. Because the situation is a dharma sankat situation, right? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to do this or this one? What is right? Right? That's the situation now this people, King Prithu, is going through also. So Brahma is going to give a solution. Right? Now, can someone guess what could be the solution? Or what you think would be the solution? Now, Indra is constantly creating problems. Right? And then now some people are telling that don't kill him. If you kill him, then your yajna is going to be stopped. You cannot complete your yajna. Whereas some people are telling, kill him. But the best way of killing is you don't kill him. We will kill him for you by chanting mantra. So you'll come and fall into this fire. So whether to stop Indra or not to stop Indra, what would someone do in the situation? Does anyone want to volunteer and give your opinion or your thought? What would you suggest at this point to King Prithu, who's in a limbo situation, where in a Dharma Sankat situation where he doesn't know what to do? Any few volunteers? Just throw out. You're not going to be looked upon as a stupid person or ignorant person. Doesn't matter. And we'll see what the answer that solution Brahma is going to give. But if you've already read Bhagavatam, please don't reveal that one now. What would be your advice to King Prithu? Anyone who has not spoken?
So why not pacify him and try to basically pacify him with a solution?
Okay, that's one solution, Ravi. Thank you. Anyone else? What else could be the other solution?
We will chant a mantra.
Chant a mantra? Okay, that's another solution. Thank you. So, let's get on. People sometimes come for solution to their problems or sometimes ask advices. Some of them just come to us asking advices and solutions just as a formality, not with the intention of wanting to follow the instruction. Some does to cover themselves that they did discuss their problem with someone so they don't feel guilty of not doing so. But they will continue doing what they felt or what they wanted to do in spite of hearing the advices or direction. Whereas others who are sincere value the advices and take it to their heart and follow the advices to their best. Now, the most difficult part of receiving advices would be to give up our ideas and take up the idea that's been proposed by the person who's advising us. Do you all agree? So we are in a situation, but we want to do something. But then we thought, let me go and ask someone this advice. And I go and ask that person an advice. And that person gives totally a different viewpoint and this different advice for me than what I thought would be the best thing to do. Now I can either ignore that advice that I receive and go on with what I feel is correct. But the most challenging thing for me is to give up my idea of what I think is best and take up the advice given by some experienced, senior person. That is the most difficult thing for us to accept. And that's exactly what's going to happen here in Prithu's life. Now, Brahma said, what did he say? He's giving a solution. Are you all ready to hear the solution? Yes? Eager?
Yes.
Okay. Prithu kirtiha pritor bhuvat tarhi ekona shata kartuhu alamte katubihi sristir yad bhavan moksha dharma vitt. Beautifully he says a solution. And I'm sure you'll all have still doubts about how this could be a proper solution. It's going to be biased solution. Single-sided. Let's see. He said, my dear priest, don't do the yajna. Don't do the yajna. Let there be only 99 sacrifices. I turned towards Prithu and informed him something. He said that since you was thoroughly aware, you know what is it you want to do in your life. How is this sacrifice is going to make any sense to you? Whether whether it is 99 or it's 100. You want to get liberated. Your idea is to get moksha. You want to go back to God. In other words, Brahma is reminding and resetting King Prithu's consciousness, mind. It is not for sure, it is not for the benefit that King Prithu wants to become a king of heaven. That is not his goal. It's very clear. King Prithu doesn't want to become a king of heaven by completing 100 sacrifices. Then how does it really matter for you whether you complete 100 or you stop at 99 or you do 9? How does it really matter for you if that is not the goal? Likewise, if our intention in devotional service to please Krishna, in our bhakti, in pleasing Krishna, then how does it matter? Please listen carefully. This is a crucial, important message that we all have to understand from this chapter. How does it matter if someone is noticing your service or not noticing your service? Whether you get recognized by someone or not recognized by someone for what you've been doing in the world for others. It really doesn't matter how great you are. It doesn't really matter how great you are. How things wouldn't have happened if you had not done this one. How you are the cause of all causes for what's happening right now. How does it matter if one doesn't give respect to you? How does it matter if someone speaks ill about you? How does it matter at all? If the goal is only to please God, Krishna, it really doesn't matter. But at the same time, as practicing devotees, now one should not take up this advice that Brahma gave with an understanding how it matters if I chant my 16 rounds, if I chant or I really don't chant. That is not what we have to take from this episode. As these instructions are given directly to us by our gurus and acharyas, therefore we have to follow certain things. Otherwise our mind will really trick us, always trying to find some holes in what we are practicing. So Brahma continues his advices. Naivasmane Mahendraya Rosam Ahartum Arhati Ubho Apihi Bhadramte Uttama Sloka Vigrahau. Now Brahma continued, let there be good fortune to you both. Who are the two both? He's telling, Brahma is telling, let there be good fortune to you both. The two he is mentioning here are Indra and King Prithu. Why? Because both of them are part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, he says to Prithu, you should not be angry with King Indra. He is no different than you. You are part and parcel of God, and he is also part and parcel of God. And this is another important message that we need to know, and this is exactly what has been told in Bhagavad Gita also. Mamaivamso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manasattanindriyani prakristani karshati. What it means is that Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita that we are all part and parcel of him, God. Now, what does it mean to us? Say, if my right hand aids my left hand, how is it going to be? So if I am right hand of Krishna, and if you are left hand of Krishna, if I don't like you, that means I don't like left hand of Krishna, which means I don't like Krishna. So if I want to lift, say, another way of saying this, so if I want to lift something heavy, and my left hand is moving forward to lift that heavy object, but my right hand does not come forward to assist me or assist my left hand to put another hand on the other side of the object to lift it. So what are we trying to do here? Then we are indirectly doesn't want to be cooperative. My right hand doesn't want to cooperate with me, right? Then what is the use of me being a devotee? What's the use of me being a bhakta? It's of no use. We are just chattering, saying Hare Krishna, or doing all these spiritual activities, but we hate some people, right? That's not the way that we need to function. So this is the very first thing that Brahma advises. Brahma says that, see that Indra is also part and parcel of Krishna, and you are also part and parcel of Krishna. Then he says the second advice. Yes, Jayato Dhaiva Hatam Nu Kastum Mano Atirishtum Vishate Tamo Andam. Now he says, my dear king, do not be agitated and anxious because your sacrifice have not been properly executed. Don't be anxious that your sacrifice is not completed. Kindly take my word with great respect. We should always remember that if something happens by providence, by providential arrangement, we should not be very sorry about it. We should not be sorry about it. The more we try to rectify such reversal, the more we enter into entanglement. That's what will happen. Right? So this is a very important message that we need to understand. Sometimes there are many certain things that we cannot resolve. That when we try to resolve certain things, we might create that problem into a bigger problem. So we should be very careful in these things and accept the providence. Whatever is happening, some things cannot be reversed. Therefore, let those things happen. And of course, we are not the controller. Therefore, we cannot change the things that's happening around the world. We just go with what's happening and not be affected by these things. Therefore, Brahma says, stop the performance of these sacrifices. For they have induced Indra to introduce more irreligious aspects. Because you did all the thing 99 yajna and now you're going to complete it, all you have done is you've induced Indra to act wrongly, and he's creating more problems by creating all these irreligious aspects. In fact, the whole idea that your people, your sages and ministers, they killed your father, King Vena, is to avoid the irreligion and establish the religion by having you. And now, what you are doing is to help Indra to increase new ideas to promote irreligion in the world. The purpose you incarnated is to establish dharma. But see how this whole thing has generated more irreligion by Indra. Therefore, for the welfare of the future, you need to really stop this yajna. Do not forget the purpose. Right? So, any questions so far?
Prabhu, Gopal Prabhu, this is Gopal. A question, Prabhu.
Yes, please.
So Brahmaji is asking Prutu to stop the yajna. That means if a person is doing good and someone is jealous of us, we should stop doing good. That's what the message is.
Yes, that's why I want someone to ask that question. So right point, right question. So let's see. So we should not forget the purpose. Now, what is the purpose of our existence? Our purpose of our existence is to do bhakti and return back to God. If we get caught with worldly things, like, I'm coming to an answer, but I'm going to take it in this way so we can address your answer. If we get caught with worldly things like, criticizing others, getting into gossiping about others, fighting with others, and being non-cooperative with others, and so on, then it is quite obvious that one has forgotten the purpose of their life and their practices. So the goal, let me re-emphasize, the goal is to get out of this place. The purpose is to do bhakti and then cultivate bhakti and then return back to God. Now, when King Prithu was thus advised by his teacher is Brahma, he abandoned King Prithu. I'm sure you must have guessed what Prithu must accepted the orders of Brahma and he stopped the yajna. He did not continue the yajna. So now the question is, it is quite obvious from hearing the story that there is no mistake of King Prithu. That's what Gopal Prabhu is asking here. It is not mistake of King Prithu at all. It was in fact obvious and very clear the mistakes committed by Indra. So two questions might arise in our mind, right? That is, being a supreme father of all, Brahma, why Brahma did not go advise Indra? Why instructions are given to Prithu when he is of no mistake, when he is of no fault? Right? Does it similar and comes close to your question, Gopal?
Yes, Prabhu.
Now, can you tell me a similarity from Gita? What do we understand from the Kurukshetra war? Is a similar? Do you run a similar parallel with Bhagavad Gita in Kurukshetra? Here, Brahma is not advising Indra; is advising Prithu. Prithu is of no fault, but he is getting all doses, all instructions from Brahma. So, what do we see in Kurukshetra?
Duryodhana.
Yes, go ahead.
Duryodhana being given all the Sena, Krishna's Sena, to support in the war. Just guessing.
Right. But yes, that's also one thing. But the very important thing is, whom did Krishna speak the 700 slokas to?
Yeah, Arjuna.
Why not to Duryodhana? It's the Duryodhana who needs to get all advices, all corrections, right direction in what to do, what not to do. Arjuna is not the person supposed to be receiving all these things. But the instructions are given continuously to Arjuna of no fault. But then Duryodhana was left aside. So maybe this is something that I'm going to let it open for you all to think about. And when we have our next session, so Gopal, including yourself, who brought up the nice question, can think and tell me, what are we supposed to do? Why? Few questions. Please write down if you all have a pen and paper. Why Brahma did not advise Indra? Why the innocent Prithu was given advices? Right? And another thing is, in this way, when someone is doing a good action, someone else comes and stops it, what are we supposed to do? Do we just get up and walk away because Brahma is telling, we take this instruction that we should not do good, we just turn away and walk away? So I'm just posting back so that you all will be busy for this week to think about what is the right thing, why so and so forth. And I need your help to for this discussion so we can take this in our next session. Is it okay, Gopal? So some assignment?
Sure, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you. So these are the questions. Hope you remember. I'll post it again so you all know what the questions are and you can come up. Either you can speak in next class, or you can send an email to me, or even you can post it in our WhatsApp group of what your understandings are. Okay. After this, Prithu Maharaj, what happened was, after accepting the orders of Brahma, Prithu Maharaj stopped the yajna. He didn't complete 100th yajna. He stopped it. And then after this is been done, he went and took bath, which is a customary to take bath after performing yajna. By the way, please don't think that King Prithu did not forgot to take bath before performing yajna. Therefore, after the yajna, he suddenly remembered and he went and took bath. That is not why he took bath. He is not like people of Kali Yuga, where people take bath once in a week Sometimes people doesn't take bath at all. It's not like that. Anyone who is a grahastha, the Dharma Shastra says that everyone should, sannyasi should take how many times of a shower, a grahastha should take at least 2 times of shower, and so brahmachari and so forth. So we have to follow certain things that Dharma Shastra is saying. In fact, it is important that we keep ourselves clean. It's quite interesting. Now people are panicking about cleanliness around, right? Now as of today. But Dharma Shastra says how clean you should be. You should be very clean. And this is what has been going around in the world right now. It is also says that one should not even enter the kitchen or touch any utensil in the kitchen or even touch the stove, the cooking thing, without taking shower. That is the Dharma Shastra says. So how many people are following this? Very, very, people, first thing they do is get up and then go to the kitchen and then make their coffee or whatever it is, and without even, some people doesn't even brush their teeth. First thing is to drink something, right? So this is all not Vedic. Anyway, with great respect, now the king offered various rewards to Brahmanas and people who came. He just very happily gave gifts to everyone, all the people and everyone. So everyone become very happy about in the act that performed by Prithu Maharaj. Not only that, now Lord Vishnu appeared himself personally. He was so pleased by Prithu's action. Ultimately, God has to be pleased. It doesn't matter, right? So we can see here that Prithu Maharaj did not complete his sacrifices. He only did 99 house sacrifices. Now let's see in our corporate world, okay, or in our dealing usually. So even for example, let's take a simple example. If our child comes back, dad, nana, papa, look at this, I got my marks. And the father is asking, oh, very good, what is the mark? And he pulls a paper and sees 99%. And immediately what we ask, where did you lose that 1 mark? Right? Where you see in the sky, what happened? What happened to the 1 mark? That is how usually we try to do. Right? Rather than telling, you got 99, wonderful, we worried about that 1 mark. Why did you lose that 1 mark? See, when Vishnu appeared, he appeared because he was satisfied with 99% that Prithu got. He did not worry about that 1%. Right? The Lord sees the consciousness of the person perform the action, not the action itself. Very key point for us. Anything that we do, and we can conclude our session with this one. Anything that we do, we need to have a proper jnana, proper knowledge. That is, the purpose of why we are doing this action. Example. So, let me ask this question. Why are we going to temple? Or let me ask this another easy question. Why are we attending this call? Someone, I heard many Prabhu's voice here. Can any Matajis, ladies who present can speak? Why are we or you attending this call? What's the purpose? If someone is laughing, if anyone can just share what's the purpose you are attending this call? What is the reason you are here in this call?
So that we should understand how to live a life in a routine in this Kali Yuga.
Okay, I'm assuming, I'm taking this that you're talking on behalf of Anjali Mataji. Thank you, Srinivas. Now, it is safe for that's a very good way. That's the purpose we are all here. But then, if someone is having an idea, if I'm asking, why are you attending this call? Well, it is a weekend anyway. Nothing much going on, and it is getting bored. I'm trying to kill my time. I can't go outside because I'm under a house arrest. People doesn't advise us not to go outside. I don't know what to do. Therefore, I just got into this call. If that could be the reason. Or people might join this call to challenge the speaker. Or people could join the call to find mistakes in what has been delivered in the session. Or you can ask the person, there could be various reasons. Like people are going to tell these reasons. Or why are you going to the temple? Well, temple provides good food. Or I'm going to the temple so I can get the full attention of other people. Or I can show my talent. Or I can show my new dresses that I bought from so-and-so, jewelries. So if these are the reasons, then we are missing out the purpose totally, altogether. So what consciousness should be, I join this call, like Srinivas said, I join this call to learn about God, Krishna. Why should I know about God? So that my faith increases in Krishna. Why should my faith increase? So I will be able to do what I'm doing with determination, my services, with proper clarity. By doing, why should I do my services with quality? Why can't just do it just like that? Why quality should be there in my services? When I do my services with quality, I capture the attention of Krishna. Why should I get the attention of Krishna? Capture the attention of Krishna? So that Krishna will be pleased. Come on, why should Krishna be pleased? When Krishna is pleased, he showers his mercy upon me. And why do I need Krishna's mercy? Well, without Krishna's mercy, I want to be free of worries. I want to be free of worries. Well, why you have to be free of worries? You might be wondering, what type of question is this? Well, I have to be free of worries because I can be happy in my life. I can be happy in this life and after this life, serving Krishna directly. Does it make sense? So, it has all happened in this. If we join the call in this consciousness, that means we are in proper track. In this consciousness, we go to the temple. We are doing things with the proper knowledge. If we develop this consciousness for all the activities that we do, then guess what? Krishna will be happy. I will be happy. People around me will be very happy, as I am not being the cause of the problem, but trying to be the solution for the problems. So we just have to apply our knowledge to the action that we perform to make everything fruitful. Therefore, any action that we do, we go into the temple, attending the calls, going to the office, taking care of the family members, eating, sleeping, whatever it may be. Why am I doing this one? That should be the basic question. If we are not understanding properly why we are doing this one, then all we are doing is just karma. There is no yoga added to it. The yoga only comes when jnana is added to it. Therefore, the action should be performed with proper knowledge. Because the knowledge is the one which is going to Bhasmatat Kurute Arjuna. Bhasmatat means knowledge is the one, Jnanagni Sarva Karmani. Bhasmatat Kurute Tata. What Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita is the knowledge is the factor, knowledge is the one which will burn all the karmas. Not the karma which is going to, not the action which is going to burn the karma. It is the knowledge, the action which is done with the proper knowledge is what is going to burn the karma. So that is what is being told over here. So therefore, one should do any action that they are performing with proper understanding, that knowledge, that I am here to please God. I am here to learn about God. By learning, my faith increases. When my faith increases, I get clarity. when I have a clarity, there'll be a quality in the services that I am doing. When I do my services with quality, and God is pleased with that one. When God is pleased, He showers His mercy upon me. When God's mercy is upon me, that I don't need to be worried about anything that's going around in the world. I should be completely confident that Krishna is there as a protector. He will protect me. And we can still continue being happy in this life, whereas the world is out of fear. The world is running behind crazily about all the fears going on. But internally, we can become much more stronger in our life. I'll stop here, and we can continue and complete the further appreciation that is given by Vishnu himself to Prithu Maharaj for what he has done. As a beautiful thing, we'll continue seeing this in our next session. We can open up for further discussions or questions. Or if anyone has any sort of sharing or some points that you really like, if you feel important, you can share those things as well.
Prabhu, this is Srinivas.
Yes, Srinivas.
Yeah, so we feel more interactive when we see you on the screen. Is it possible for anyone to set up a Zoom session? Because there's a limit is max 100 or even more. Yeah, and there's a couple of ways. There's a free session allowed for 40 minutes and then immediately disconnect, but again, everybody can join back.
Yeah, sure. Well, we can.
Okay.
We'll see what we can do for the next session. Yeah. Okay. Anything related to the topic that we discussed? Google. Anyone wants to share some points that stuck in you? A message taken?
Prabhu, this is Ashok. Question, Prabhu. So, Prabhu, why was King Prithu advised to do this Ashwamedha Yajna?
Why in the first place King Prithu had to do this Ashwamedha Yajna? There are certain things as a king, they have a practice that they follow. So, as his forefathers and his lineage, they all have done this one. As a king, he wants to do it as well. Number one. Number two is by doing this one, he's following the Shastra. It's been given by the Shastra what the king has to perform. So he performed this one. Not every king. There's no options again. So that's another reason he took this one. And by doing this one, it also benefits the citizens, the people, because the devatas and everyone will be pleased by these activities, and they will be pleased. Because they are pleased, they're going to take care of the citizen and the country and the kingdom. So people can live happily as he is the king, therefore he performed this thing.
Thanks, Prabhu. So essentially he was doing his duty.
He was doing his duty. Exactly. And as we learn in Gita, some of the things are kamya karma. Kamya karma means doing a karma and expecting something out of it. That is called kamya karma. But even the kamya karma can be performed by anyone with the consciousness that they don't want a result out of it, but they're just doing for the sake of doing it. That can also be done. For example, if I do some activity, and then the government comes and says that, wow, what a great thing you have done. Therefore, I'm going, as per our policy, we have to award you and reward you So please take this, this reward. And I can either take the reward or I can say, no thanks. It's my choice. Likewise, the Kamya Karma can be performed, but I can say, no thanks. But do that as a duty. Make sense?
Yes, Prabhu. It complicates your question, your homework for us, Prabhu.
Well,
I think that is what makes Maharaj Prithu way more receptive to advice, because he's not doing Kamya Karma, whether it is to the sages or whether it is to Lord Brahma. He's much more receptive to advice than Indra is. No matter how many times he's foiled in his attempt to stop it, he still keeps going at it. He's stuck on stopping the yaga.
yes,
Whereas
okay.
Maharaj Prithu doesn't seem to be stuck on doing the yaga, because it's not a Kamya Karma for him.
You hit on the right point. Thank you. I think this is a clue for our assignment. Thank you so much. Wonderful point. Please write it down. I'm requesting you all to please spend some time on these questions and write it down or record it and send it, however you want to do. So it is we can be engaged in Bhagavatam for the rest of this week.
Will you please repeat the questions one more time?
I will post it in the WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you.
That will be better. Any other points, discussions?
This is through Google. So this is
If someone is speaking, I can't hear. Asking a question or something. Is there any children join this call today? I know Rukmini joined. Anyone else?
Sunny is here too, Prabhu.
Sunny is here. Sunny, you want to share something that you heard today? Anything is fine. Sunny, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. So.
Any point that you want to share?
I liked the story that you told with Prithu Maharaj and the yajna.
Very good. Thank you. Okay. Who else we have? Children? Okay. Anyone else? Or if there is no question, shall we end? Ashok Prabhu? Okay. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.